Shalom, 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 shalom. Welcome. Thank you for being here. It is good to be here. Welcome, beloved. Welcome. Oh, okay. What is this? Oh boy. Ah. Oh. All right. Hey, I forgot all about that. Good. 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 Thank you, beloved. We're about to move in and start studying the book, The Black Pullet, so to speak. There we go. We'll study the book, The Black Pullet, that we have here. Uh, Yesterday we had studied some of the properties that the rings has, some of the stuff that they can do, some of the things that they are capable of. Before we move in, please give me a one if you can hear me and see me well. Today, Shemesh. Thank you, beloved. Thank you so much. All right, now again, full disclosure and full disclaimer: the book that we're going to study contains some element of related to magic, so magical elements. So if you are not about these things, you may want to leave. However, we will not tolerate anybody behave unprofessionally or doing any buffoonery in the comment board. No argument, no scripture battle. If you want to discuss any conspiracy theories, we're pretty sure they have dozens, literally hundreds of other channels out there where you can go ahead and discuss conspiracy or anything like that. Over here, we are interested in sharing knowledge, study with each other. Now, when this we almost done with this book, I would say the next coming few days we should be done with it. So when we're done with that, I will launch the member only channel. Maybe it could be Patreon, both it would be both Patreon and YouTube members for those of you that wish to take the next heavy step into it. Besides that, other when we do study like this publicly, it will be light stuff because we're about to graduate, we're about to move into something that is somewhat higher, uh, higher education and higher studies, and we will ask the nation to join at your own risk. This is not something that will be exposed onto you so you can just absorb it. You're gonna have to go get it. You have to come get it. Okay. Now, yesterday we studied that there are some rings and talisman, the colors to make them. Then embroidery, which is gold and silver, and other things that you can use to do that. And I'm not quite sure, but certain information that I've been digest and studied, it mentioned there would be a celestial alignment. There will be a permanent. There will be a permanent planet that will enter somewhere. This will cause an activation. This will cause something to literally activate it. Only a few people, only a few people that will have this ability to do certain magical things. It will happen, just like you watch the movie Shazam and all the other movies, Black Adam, and all the others. You will be able to see those things. Okay, it's just we are waiting on certain celestial movements and celestial schedule. I don't know which one, but it will happen. So now we are in page. We stop at page 50. We start at page 50. We're going to move to page 51. Again, like we said before, this book, the original version is in French, which we're reading and translated into English. You may want to get the English version if you wish, but however, any translation, any book, anything that's been translated from another language to English, unless it's been translated by the author himself, the translation is terrible. Okay, for instance, all the books of Franz Bardon, they are in German. Okay, they were in German, but they were in German. And to translate them back in English, it's not the same thing. It's close, but there are certain things that they say in the German version. It's not. They don't have any phrase for it in excuse me in English. So that is why we decided to study to the source material, such as anything that is in Latin or anything that is in another language. Just study it and then translate it. So now yesterday we left at the two prayers, and the old man, the high priest, the sage, the druid himself, he mentioned that before you take any action, you need to say a prayer. And after you take that action, you need to say a second prayer, one to open, the second to close. Okay, that's what that is. That's what he said here. All right, then after that, the prayers are in our website. Let me double check. They should be there. Okay, they should be. Uh, oops, what am I doing? Double checking there. It's under homework. If it's posted. All right, it's there. Okay. All right. So the two prayers are there. All right. They are on the website under homework. So if you wish, you can go ahead and read them and say them. Those are prayer you can say. You can say those prayer because they do not have any word of power that you can activate. You can incorporate them in anything or meditate upon them because they are called meditation prayers. Okay. All right. Now we continue. Vous voyez, mon fils, que toutes les instructions. Oh man, see, this thing is the printing is bad. The whole side is missing, but it's bad. Vous voyez, mon fils, qui toutes les instructions et je vous donne ont pour base le respect que l'on a à Dieu, qui est le principe de toute chose et dont la volonté ineffable et sans borne nous comble chaque jour de tous ses biens. Lorsque nous savons sous un ordre digne par notre respect et notre soumission à sa volonté et à ses humbles décrets. So the old man is telling him, he said, you see, my son, everything that I instructed unto you, everything that I showed you, everything that we've been through, it is according to the respect that you have from the Holy One. All those things, it is according to the way that you show your respect, you studied and you worship the Holy One. Okay. He said it is, if you don't submit yourself to the mighty one, you won't be able to do those things. As then again, brethren, and we had given a fair warning. Well, not we, the book gave a fair warning to the people that choose to to the people that choose to use this thing. And then they told you, if you are using this thing with your heart cover, if your heart is not pure, it won't work. It won't work. And if you invoke one of those spirits, and then they come to you, of course they're gonna see who you are and what you want. They're gonna warn you. They're gonna say, don't do this again. If you do that, we will take you out for dinner. We'll take you out for eating out. Don't do this because you're impure. And if you do, they will take you out. That is why the so-called the Gentiles are unable to do this. Again, I do not know. I am pretty sure some people are able to do this, but they are the affair of men or the affair of Israelites doesn't concern them. If I was able to manipulate and do things like this, the world myself, I wouldn't even worry about the world. One, I would know the future and I would know exactly how things going to turn out to be. All right, again, too early. So that's what the druid man, the sage, the old man said. Okay, le vieillard après ce courte réflexion me dit. Vous avez dû remarquer, mon fils, que je vous ai parlé des oiseaux auxquels j'allais donner la nourriture, et vous avez vu des génies qui en avaient un avec eux lorsqu'on a déposé les pieds, les morceaux d'or. Ce sont des oiseaux qui l'ont découvert par les instincts et par les paroles magiques et kabbalistiques que l'on a prononcées. And when the old man finished talking to him, he said, look, my son, you may have remarked that before when I was trying to give uh, the orders when the genie came with the giant bag, when giant laundry bag loaded with gold, and they had poured the gold in front of you, in front of me. You probably had seen they had a bird with them, especially the one that was in the shoulder of the genie. He said the reason why they have these birds, that bird that you saw is responsible for finding all those gold. He said that black bird, it is called a pullet, okay, a black chicken, all right, so to speak. He said this bird is quite rare, and he said the first person that ever wrote about it was a fellow named by the name it was a fellow by the name Abram. Abraham or Abraham was the first one to have this quote unquote this chicken, and then he passed it on to his children and sisters. Then he passed the knowledge. He said, "This quote unquote bird, it is by its instinct. It is made for that." Just for example, there is a breed of dog called the bloodhound, if I'm not mistaken. They are very well at finding things with the nose. They are so well, they can sniff things so well. You can take one quote unquote a tennis ball, and you rub something in it, and you drop it in a stadium with 30,000, 50,000, a million more tennis ball covered. Those dog will go in there, they will find that one unique tennis ball that you rub this specific scent on it, because that's what they do. A bloodhound is quite impressive. They are so well trained. If you are looking for someone, you let them smell the clothes. That person can be on the side of the wall. They will find it. They will sniff this person out until they die, until they just fell and then die. You're gonna have to stop them and then rest and give them food and stuff and continue. That's their specialty. Okay, those are their specialty. And of course, there is a pig, a special pig, most likely somewhere in Italy. They are trained to find truffle. Okay, A bloodhound, a large hound of a breed with a very keen sense of smell, use and tracking. A bloodhound is a master tracking. They got very huge ear, and then they can sniff anything anywhere. Okay, so there is a special pig they call, and in Italy they have a specific name for it. They are trained to sniff truffle. Anybody can tell us how much 1 pound of truffle costs? 1 pound of truffle. I believe truffle is a form of fungus or fungi, but I would say it's some form of mushroom. They are pretty much in the same family. They are quite expensive. You see, truffle is luxury food. If you can sell 1 pound of truffle, you can retire in 1 pound of truffle, if I'm not mistaken. So they have a specific type of pig that could sniff the truffle. Not dogs can do it, but pig. Okay, they will take this pig out, and then the pig will just go around and start sniffing and find this truffle. Therefore, if you have a pig that can sniff a certain amount of truffle that costs a lot of money, you have a dog, a bloodhound. Now you have a chicken that can literally find the gold wherever it is. Now, when you have this type of chicken, okay, all right, uh, they don't go to let's say if you have them right here, you just drop it right here, it will literally start running around, and then it will find the goal wherever it is. It will just scratch it and tell you the goal is there. If you start digging, you'll find it. Okay, the truffle is 1358 per ounces. Okay, let's just do a let's just do a little math. How many ounces there is in a pound?
16.
Okay, 1 pound has 16 ounces. Okay, 16 times 1358.
16 times 1358 is 21,728.
So 1 pound of truffle will cost you 21,000 uh um 21,728 dollars. 1 pound. 1 pound, probably something like this. This is probably 1 pound or half a pound. We'll say 1 pound, something like that will cost you 21,000. You get 100 pound, they will be $2 million for 100 pound of truffle. If you have a pig that can find you this, so you see how valuable a pig is. Okay, this is how valuable. See, all the creature of the Most High God Almighty, they have the function. That is why I always tell the people you should not hate the pig. You cannot eat it because it's not food, but you cannot project sort of hatred against the mighty pig. It's a good animal. It's just that it's not meant for you to eat. Okay, so if you have a pig that are good at sniffing truffle, you can make a killing. And the thing with truffle, you cannot plant it or grow it or stuff. You have to find it. You have to find it. Okay, just like iridium. Haiti have mountains of iridium. It's the purest form. It's a purest form of the thing people call it. It's like people are just now find out that the whole story of about Wakanda is not fictional at all. It's not fictional. Just like they are talking about the vibranium. Iridium is something like that, but it go beyond that. Iridium is the exoteric meaning. Iridium is the surface. There's something that is there that is esoteric and that is magical, spiritual. They can get it. You see, vibranium, you can get vibranium anywhere, whatever. You can, with the right person, you can get vibranium. But what you're gonna use it for, what the vibranium can be done. There's a specific DNA that need to activate the thing in there. And they are well aware about that. So that is in this concept where the Holman was telling this young man about the young captain about this quote unquote this chicken, which is a female chicken that lay egg. The eggs are gold. Let's keep on moving. Oh boy. So I'm pretty sure everybody understand what it is when they talk about the black pullet, what it is made for. It's not a chicken that you're going to need cut off the head, take the blood, do some stuff, and become rich. It is just like a dog track people, a pig track truffle. This quote unquote chicken track gold. That's what it is. Pour se, pour se procurer ces oiseaux, il existe des difficultés sans nombre qu'il faut vaincre, et les profanes, ceux qui sont point initiés dans nos mystères, font des efforts inutiles pour en obtenir la possession de la meilleure poule noire que je vais vous entretenir. He said to obtain those type of bird, those type of pullet, those type of chicken, you will encounter difficulty upon difficulty. It's infinite. However, the profane, the vulgar, the uninitiate, okay, they have tried certain drastic way to get those beasts, and sometimes they find them, they kill them, they eat them. Okay, this is tragic. You find a bird like that can get you gold. If you were an initiate, all you have to do is take this bird in, saying the three words, it will get you the gold. You one of those people, you kill this thing and then you eat it. Or you just shoot it. You just kill it for sport. 83 is very good at that. You want know how many of those birds they kill for sport. Just they see it, they look exotic, they gotta shoot it and kill it so they can take a picture, post it on their home and say, oh, I killed one of those rare black chicken, black bird, when in fact, those birds are there to get you goals. But you kill it because you are profane or vulgar. You do not have the knowledge of the so-called initiative. Okay. All right. So again, la possession c'est de la meilleure pour que je vous ai ordonné. Say, I will tell you the way that to possess one. Okay. Le grand Oramassis, père de Zoastre, fut le premier qui en a possédé une. C'est de lui que je tiens le secret de les faire naître. Et voici le manuscrit dans lequel on contenu la manière de faire éclore des oiseaux aussi rares que précieux. He said, let me show you how to properly obtain one of those birds. The father of Zoroaster, or Zoar, aka Abraham, okay, he was the first to ever have one of those chicken, and he had written down upon the manuscript the proper way to um not to catch but to make this chicken, to literally to incubate, to literally make it born. Okay, he's talking about Abraham right there when he said this. All right, he said, let me show you the proper steps to make them, just in case if you wish to make your own. Il m'ouvrit en même temps ce manuscrit dont le couverture était une lame d'or, couverte de diamants, de rubis, de topaz, de saphir, dont il était impossible de soutenir l'éclat. Le papier était une blancheur éblouissante et les caractères hiéroglyphiques étaient tracés à la main avec l'encre rose. He said, he grabbed the manuscript, a big book that is the cover is made out of gold. It is dotted. It is the stitches, the symbols that are on it are made out of diamonds and precious stone, topaz, sapphire, ruby, all sort of precious metal cover the book is a hard cover. The cover is made out of gold and diamonds and ruby and sapphire and all these things. And then he said when he opened the book, there is like a light that came out of it. The page of the book is so white and shiny he couldn't even look at it. The hieroglyphics, the symbolics, the schematic, the symbols that are written in there are written in pink. It is beautiful. It is shiny. Literally, he's describing quote unquote a tablet. He's describing a book that is literally made out like an iPad. The page is illuminated and then it written in pink and stuff. It's like a super advanced iPad or a tablet or some kind of like giant freaking phone or something like that. That's how he described it. Okay. Je vous apprendrai à lire comme moi dans ce œuvre, mais occupons-nous de la manière de faire l'éclore. La poule noire se procurer des œufs desquels doit sortir. He said, I will show you how to read in this manuscript. However, for now, let us occupy ourselves how to incubate, how to literally produce this black pullet, this black chicken on your own. Il prit plusieurs morceaux de bois aromatiques tels que de la loi, du cèdre, de l'orange, du citronnier, du laurier, de la racine d'iris, des roses, des fleurs avaient séché au soleil. Il mit le tout dans un réchaud d'or, rebandit toujours de l'huile balsamique, de l'encens la plus pure, de la gomme transparente, et ayant prononcé les mots, if the sister is there, the sister can help us with those 4 words. Le soleil pénétra dans le souterrain. Now, he said, the old man said, come. And then he came in, he took a giant pot, like a giant cauldron, okay, made out of pure gold, all right? Made out of pure gold. And then in this giant cauldron, he put woods under it, put everything like he's going to boil something. And there he put aloe vera. I forgot how said it's a what said the Haitian know that. I forgot the name of it. The name of it in English. It put oranges, it put citrus, key lime, Laura, it put iris woods. Which one of you iris is your perfume? Is it Zedek? Is it the Zedekite? The Zedekite iris is your perfume. I'm pretty sure it's Zedek. But it put roots. It would put some iris roots in there. Iris roots. The was dans le fait avant séché. Roses, dried up roses that has been okay. Which one iris is iris for mint is for Zedek, iris is for Kokav, right? Which perfume is for iris? I forgot, but anyway, it put some of the iris roots in it. It put a bunch of stuff, and then he literally come and then he said those 4 words that the sister just typed here. Iris is from Levana. Okay, Levana. Levana. So anyway, so he came in and then he said those 4 words, 1, 2, 3, 4. The moment he said this, they are in the pyramid inside in the subterranean part of the pyramid. The sunlight literally penetrate under the pyramid and the subterranean in the basement where they are. That is why we told you there are certain people, when certain of our ancestors, they live under the earth. They probably not live in the inner earth, but they live in giant cities that are under the earth and they still get sunlight because they can call it. They can call the sun and the sunlight will appear. It will penetrate the opaque wall and then they will see it. Okay, the sun can penetrate any opaque wall, anything, but you have to be an initiate and you need to know what you're doing so you can do this type of things. All right. And the moment that he said this, the sun penetrate the subterranean layer and into the womb, shining the womb. Il plaça un verre sur le réchaud, et les rayons du soleil ayant frappé sur le verre, en même instant, des parfums et le morceau de bois odorant qui était dans le réchaud s'enflamme, le verre se liquéfia, une odeur suave se répandit dans le souterrain, et bientôt il resta plus que des cendres. He said, the moment he said those four words, and then the sun ray, the sun beam, boom, penetrate the subterranean chamber that they were, and then the light hit the woods and stuff like that. He took a glass, okay, like a drinking glass, a glass goblet and stuff like that, okay. Okay, he took out the glass, he put the glass in there, and when the ray of the sun hit it, and it just shined, and it gave in a sweet, suave odor. It smells so good. The entire room is embalmed in that nice vanilla-like smell, lavender or linen. It just smells so good. And then the glass catch on fire, and then it liquefied, and then they were smelling the suave, the smell of it, and then it would render an ash. It just turned into ash. All right. Le vieillard, qui n'avait pas cessé de regarder avec la plus grande attention, prit un œuf d'or qui était dans un sac de velours noir et que je n'avais pas remarqué. Il ouvrit cet œuf, il renferma les cendres brûlantes et le plaçant sur un coussin noir. Il le couvrit d'une cloche de cristal de roche à facettes qu'il, élevant les yeux et les bras vers la voûte, il s'écria, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Sister, can you help us with those 5 words? And then he said, once the old man, he was paying great attention to the whole process. And then he sit there, observe, and then once this is done, he walked up to, there was a little black bag that was suspended on something. He reached onto the bag, he pulled out a golden egg. When he pulled the golden egg in there, he went into the midst of the ash. He took a little stick, he just, push it, made it like a hole in it. He put the egg inside, and then he put the ash on top of the egg and cover it. And then he take a few steps back, he raised his hand up on the heaven, and then he said those words. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. He said 5 words. They just right there. Thank you. Le soleil parut darder des rayons sur cette roche. Well, once he put it in there, he covered with a bell. The bell is like a giant crystal bell. Okay, the ringing bell. Okay, a giant ringing bell. He put the bell on top of it. He put when you he made like a little heap, a little mountain that looked like a volcano, and then put a giant bell upon it. All right, giant crystal belt that you can see through it. All right, and then he's take a few steps back, and then he say this word. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4. Whatever the sister put in there. Le soleil parut darder des rayons de cette cloche avec la plus de force et de violence. La cloche devint couleur de feu. L'œuf en a se dérobe à mes yeux, une vapeur légère s'élève dans les airs. Et je vois en un peu Poulet noir qui remue, se met sur ses pattes et fait entendre un léger gloussement. Et le vieillard lui tend un de ses doigts. Il vient de placer dessus, il prononça ces 2 mots. Okay, he said 2 words here, 1, 2, et le volatile se glisse dans son sein. He said the moment the old man stepped back, he said those 5 words, the ray of the sun becomes supercharged. It doubled. It become brighter. and then it is just assembled together and formed like a laser and pointed into the crystal bell and heat it up with a super speed, and then it becomes so hot you can hear like it's like a ringing in the ear when you see it happen. And then it goes straight into the bell, and then it hit it up, it hit it up, hit it up, hit it up, hit it up, and then boom, you hear a noise, and then it crack. When it crack, and then the whole thing shatter, you can see a little black chicken, a little black bird. And the old man came in and he extended his finger to the chicken, and then the chicken just hopped on his finger. Okay? And then he took the little chicken with him. And then he said those two words. Okay, those two words the sister just typed here. With the one begin with B, and then the other one begin with T. All right. Voilà, me dit le vieillard, la manière de se procurer une poule noire. Dans quelques jours, elle sera de grosseur ordinaire et je l'instruirai devant vous. Vous saurez quel est l'instinct de cet animal pour découvrir les trésors les plus cachés et que la plus petite parcelle, l'or, ne plus lui échapper. Rendons grâce à grand être qui a permis de pénétrer des mystères et d'opérer les prodiges et merveilleux. And the old man said, there you go. This is how you make a black pullet. In a few more days, it will become a big chicken, a mature chicken. And then I will instruct you, his instinct of this beautiful beast. Not even the smallest amount of gold this thing cannot find. Not only it can find gold, it can find any amount of treasure. Sometimes when something is buried, it is not all glitter and gold. It is not all gold, certain gold, but there are certain things that are in there, such as precious stones, silver, certain talisman, certain pentacles or treasure somebody had. Let's say a pirate, bear the treasure bear the map that probably lead to more treasure or lead to more gold. So you will find it. Whatever that is valuable, that is buried, you will find it. The smallest amount of gold, it could be the size of a grain of salt. If it's in there, this chicken will find it. He said that this is how you do it. He said, let us thank the mighty one for allowing us to penetrate in the mystery of this nature. Remember, every so-called brain initiate, before they are working, they're always giving the praise and the glory to the Most High. They know it is because of Him. It is because they worship and study the mighty one. They were assisting and staying in his workshop. That is how they are able to penetrate in this knowledge. Therefore, once they finish their work, they say, thank you, Heavenly Father, for this knowledge. You see, Christians tell you to thank the Most High God when you're done eating, when you swagger jack that job that you want. And then after a few months, you're going to start complaining about this job that you desperately did indeed needed. But few more, less than a year in it, you hate this job, you hate everyone, you hate the boss, you hate this girl, you hate this man, you hate everybody, you hate the customers and stuff. And then you don't thank the Most High anymore because He gave you that job. Okay. So now, once you finish this operation, He said, let us thank the Holy One. Remember, He said, anytime you use this ability, there are two prayers you need to say. The first one before you begin, and the second one after. Just like we tell the people here, whatever that you are obtaining, whatever that you were asking, you receive it. What do you do after? Anybody can help us? After you receive something you were asking the Holy One, how do you rethank Him in a sense properly? For those of you that been somewhat studying, let me get a little. Let me hydrate the Holy Spirit with the Holy Spirit. Yeah. Whoever said water don't have any energy can show a living snake of them. Yeah. Psalm 116. Psalm 116, once you're done, you were asking for something, you receive it, and then you said Psalm 116. Psalm 116 is like a remerciement, which is French for thanksgiving. Okay, thank you, mighty one, for giving me this. All right. If you are one of the person that only tell the Most High thanks, like when your ass was in the fire, you just ask and so on. But if you're anything that you ask, you just said thank you, this and that. All right, with someone 16. So that's the kind of thing that it is. Okay. All right. Alright, nous prononçons ensemble. Un mystère d'opérer de ce produit. Right. Nous prononçons ensemble deux prières rapportées plus haut et après avoir rempli ses devoirs, il m'a dit, mon fils, c'est un assez. Nous allons prendre un peu de repos. Le soleil nous éclaira encore quelque temps. Il disparut et sa lumière fut remplacée par celle de plusieurs lustres. Le génie qui ne nous avait pas quittés prit une lyre et s'accompagna et chanta dans la langue des sages la puissance de l'Éternel et les merveilleux de sa nature. After they done this, they pray. They thank the mighty one. And the old man say, my son, we have done enough for today. Let us get some rest. And the genie was still with them. They call it genie, but the angel was still with them. So the angel, the sun go down, the light that was in there, you know, die down, but there was an artificial light that bright up. The angel took some type of lyre or lyre, I'll say a lantern, and then they were walking towards the exit of the subterranean, and then they were singing the power of the Most High God Almighty. They were glorifying His name with song. Him, the angel, and the old men were singing in sage's language. All right, they were singing. When they say sage language, brethren, when you become a high initiate, you can speak this language. It's not something you're gonna have to read in books and stuff. The moment you become a high initiate, you can speak this language. Only you and the others can know what you're saying. No so-called linguistic or whatever people that study language can decode that. They can't, because it's not for them. And they were singing, exalt the name of the Most High, praise Him. He has given us, this knowledge and all that. And then they were working out. Le vieillard écoutait avec attention les accents du génie pour moi. J'étais dans l'enchantement. Il souria en m'observant. C'est assez, dit-il au génie, avant de nous livrer au repos. Je veux vous indiquer les moyens d'avoir une poule noire sans avoir recours à ce que j'ai employé, car il serait difficile de prononcer les parfums et les autres matières que j'ai mises dans le réchaud. Il cite tout aux êtres que vous et moi voulez opérer ce grand œuvre. Okay, so, and the young captain sitting there, amazed. Look at the angel, how he's singing for the mighty one and stuff. He's singing pretty much the whole night. And then the old man said, all right, that's enough. We're good for today. And he said, I could not tell you all the ingredient, all the perfume, all the incense, all the ingredients that I had in this quote unquote this operation that we had there. Okay, and then he told him, it would have been incredibly difficult for me to explain everything to you when we make this great homework, so to speak. All right. Mais si vous trouviez quelque jour quelqu'un qui fut digne d'être initié, voici le moyen que pourriez-vous employer. He said that one of the reasons why I show you this, it is because if one day you had found someone that is worth to be initiated, this is how you will show him how to make the quote unquote the the black pullet and stuff like that. All right, this is how you will show him. All right. Vous prendriez un œuf, so it's just giving some instruction right there, okay? Vous prendriez un œuf que vous exposeriez à midi, à l'heure du soleil, en observant s'il n'a pas la moindre tache. Ensuite, vous choisirez une poule noire autant que possible. Si elle avait des plumes d'une autre couleur, vous les arracherez, vous lui couvriez la tête d'une espèce de chaperon étoffe noire de manière et qu'elle ne pût rien distinguer. Vous lui laisserez l'usage de son bec, vous la renfermez dans une boîte garnie également d'étoffe noire assez grande pour la contenir et placerez cette boîte dans une chambre où le jour le pourra pénétrer ayant même l'attention de lui porter de la nourriture que la nuit. He said, this is the instruction he's giving the young captain about how to quote unquote make this chicken, so to speak, do the work. He said, you will wake up, you will do at noon when the sun is at its zenith. You will take a black chicken. Make sure this chicken is super black. If it had anything on it, any other color, any other feathers that are any other color, plucked it out. When you take this chicken, you will put over its head a little chaperone, a little hoodie, a little skull, a little hat that will cover his face and his head. However, you're going to leave its beak out so it can use his beak to eat. You will put this chicken in a dark room. Make sure there is no light in this room. And when you're going to feed this chicken, only feed it at night. Make sure you do not bring anything that has light in there with quote unquote this pullet in there. You are going to put it in a garnite, some kind of box that have you will build a chicken coop for him, but this chicken coop will be all in black, and where the chicken going to sit down to roost, you're going to make it with black silk. Everything had to be in black and black dark, and then put it in. Lorsque toutes ces précautions indispensables seraient prises, vous lui donneriez l'œuf à couver, en observant encore qu'elle ne put être distraite par aucun bruit, tout se prégnant en noir en cet oiseau, sans imagination, on serait frappé, et le temps révolu, vous serez clore une poule parfaitement noire. He said, once you have done all those things, and you make sure there's no noise, no distraction, nothing that would somewhat interrupt this chicken. Okay, he said you will take the egg, the golden egg, so to speak. You will put it under it and let it roost. And once it's done, incubated, you will have the perfect black pullet, so to speak. Now, this might be a little bit confused. The egg, he gave you two ways to make the chicken. The first one is through a process of alchemy, if you were following really deep. The first one is a process to alchemy. You cook everything, you put the egg in there, you put the sand on it, you use alchemy to incubate the egg. Now, once you take this little bird, this little pullet that came out of this egg, it grew up, excuse me, it grew up, okay, you put it in a place, black and everything is black, then you take another egg, you put it under it. And then now you don't need to do the whole alchemical process anymore. Now this chicken will incubate this egg, it will crack, it will give you a perfect super dark chicken. and then they will multiply. If you have 100 of them, you just put them out there, and all of them will looking for gold for you. All of them will looking for gold, and then they will just keep getting gold and treasures. You don't have to do anything. Just let those things go out there and get those stuff for you. At least that's what that is. Mais je vous le répète, il faut que celui qui opère soit par sa sagesse et sa vertu digne de participer à ce sacré et divin mystère. Car si nous ne pouvons lire dans le cœur des hommes, il n'est pas de même du grand être. Tout lui est connu et il pénètre nos les plus secrètes intentions et nos pensées les plus cachées. Et c'est après cela qu'il nous accorde à nous refuser ses faveurs et ses dons. This is very, very, very important. He said, but be forewarned, I caution you, I repeat this. It is imperative for the person that is or that are undergoing this type of operation needs to be very pure. You need to be very wise, because he said the heart of men is not like the heart of the Holy One. The Mighty One know everything from you. He know everything you cannot do. He know your heart. So if you know you're going to use this quote unquote this knowledge for profane reason, your thing will not work. And then when they say it will not work, and certain to be no more if you try to push things. The reason why he said this, brethren, let's see. Some, especially 83, they are very greedy. They are very greedy. If they have a knowledge like this, brethren, on their hand, you literally you are a billionaire trillionaire. You know what they will do? They will get something like that, even though no one don't know the knowledge that they do know. They will use this money and buy everything and increase the price and increase the rent and go over there and bully people and pay to, if they see other, they're tired of gold. They need this land over there. There is the oil over there. They will use this gold that they have. They financing the army and go over there and kill those innocent people. Okay, they will financing the police to kill our people because they're like, oh, we just don't want you to try anything funny. So before you try anything funny, we kill you first. They will use their money and abuse other people because of the money that they get doing the, while they are in this chicken getting gold. That's what they will do. They can never be satisfied. They always need this money to abuse and show people I have power and I can use it, and I'm using it on you to show you that I have power. I'm rich. You see, brain or reading or none of this nonsense doesn't matter. It is the power of money. With money, I can make the smartest man do whatever the hell I want him to do. And he said, if you come with your heart and pure, you think you can, the Mighty One will close his workshop for you. You won't be able to assist and see how it works. He won't be able, he will not tell you what to do and how to do it. Notre séance a été assez longue. Ajouta-t-il, faut prendre quelques nourritures avant de nous livrer au repos. Il frappa 3 fois dans ses mains et les esclaves, les génies qui avaient déjà paru souffrant de nouveau à mes regards. Et dans un instant, nous eûmes, nous, tous les mets qui pouvaient satisfaire le goût l'odorat de les yeux. He said, all right, my son, we have enough for today. He said, we have enough for today. Let us get a little something to, in French is to savor our lips, our taste. And then he clapped his hand 3 times. That's 4. Yeah, he clapped his hand 3 times. And then the moment he did this, boom, the butlers came in. And then they started putting food on the he said the guy said the food, you by looking at the food you already feel satisfied, man. He said the food looks so good. Your eyes, it just you're so happy when the food got here. It's so beautiful and the food smells so good, and then damn it, it tastes even better. I start eating and the old man is eating and stuff. Beloved, so yo man, when I read this book, man, I sit down, I'm like, mighty one, wow, why can't I live like this? Will the Holy One allow me to live like this? You get whatever you want whenever you do. You don't have to go. All you have to do, brothers, is just go around and share your knowledge, looking for people that share the same thing that you share, and then teach them. That's what Solomon say. Solomon did tell his son Woboham or Wobaham. He said, "Fail not. Always share this knowledge with your friend. But if they are not wise, don't give it to them. If they are profane or vulgar, they don't know what it is." Okay. All right. So this is beautiful, man. And then they are eating and stuff like that. Le repas fut très gai. Gay. Okay. He said the meal or the repast, the meal was very gay. Okay. Again, the word gay, it's been bashed and move around and make it that's not what they were doing. The dinner was pretty. It was like they were eating, they were happy, talking. Amen. I'm learning new thing, and then I'm eating. The food, the dinner was really nice. Le vieillard l'anima par ses CI. Le génie fit aussi de la partie. J'étais comme inspiré et je me joignis à la. Man, this is King James Version French right here. Je me joignis à la conversation. Enfin, le sommeil venant à s'apertir sur nos paupières, nous quittâmes la table pour goûter ses douceurs. Oh boy. Anyway, so he said while they were eating, joking, the old man was telling all sort of encounter that he had back then, and then they were eating and talking, and then it's getting late, and then the sleepness, the way they say it in French, they say the sleepness creep crawl under my eyebrow, not eyebrow, my oh boy, oh man, you see, this is what happened when you're speaking two language at the same time. What they call eyebrow? No, this is eyebrow. This is what they call this part. Well, in French, it's a paupière. It is the sleepness creep under my eyelashes, eyelids. It is just the sleepness creep under our eyelids, and the way it's just like they say, man, I feel sleepy. No, the sleepness, okay, the sweetness of the sweetness of the sleepness crawl and creep under my eyelid and envelope and hug my eyeball, and I feel sweet. I feel the need to go cuddling with my bed. This is how backward that it's just like, yo, just say you feel sleepy or your gut is filled, you just go ahead and get some sleep. That's all it was. Hey man, it's French. They have to make everything romantic, and stuff like that. But anyway, he said I feel sleepy, and then we left to get we say we abandoned the man, we abandoned the table. Yo, I feel sleepy, I get off, get out of the bed and go to sleep. But we had abandoned the table. The slave go, the butlers go around, and then we recline and shut down our body system on this compartment that you call a bed and go to sleep. Like, yo, really? Because this is King James Version French. So, yeah. Et je m'abandonne à mes réflexions, le présent me rassurait sur l'avenir qui je pourrais quitter. Si la fortune donne le bonheur, me disais-je, qui sera plus heureux que moi? Okay. He said he quotes something. Yeah, I forgot it. Maybe it's in the Bible. He said, if wealth or if the fortune give happiness, I said, what he said, if money make people happy, then who's gonna be happier than me? He said, yo, if wealth can make people happy, then who's the mother lover that's going to be happier than me, man? All those damn everything belong to me now. Beloved, I don't think you really see the magnitude, the opportunity to literally sit there and have whatever that you possibly can ever imagine you can have it. You want money? Hey, you already have it. You want servants? You already have it. You want to build a house? You can build it. You can travel from here to another while everywhere is blocking for COVID or whatever. You just travel. You want to go party in Noga? You just say, hey, you call this angel with that pink wing and say, hey, man, to the Noga heights. You go party. You want to go anywhere, you want to do anything, you just do it. You don't care. You want to live forever? You live forever. The old man lived hundreds of years. He said he got the knowledge from Abraham himself. So he was there on the time of all this. This is beautiful, man. Anyway, so si la fortune donne le bonheur, me dis-je, qui sera plus heureux que moi? If money make people happy, but who's gonna be more happier than me? Je ne puis former aucun vœu qui se soit accompli sur les champs, que mon sort serait envié s'il était connu du reste des hommes. He said, like, all I have to do is just make a wish. Have you ever, when you were a child, or people say, oh, they can blow the candle and make a wish. This is how it is, except for this time, whatever the wish that you make, it will come true. That's like blowing a candle and say, hey, make a wish. You just say, oh, I wish I was healthy. I wish my body was not like this. I wish I never get sick and stuff. Well, then blow the candle. Boom, you are healthy. I wish I become strong, fast, super intelligent. I wish I become an enigma to whoever that I meet. They would be like, who is this person? Who is this? You can be whatever you want. I wish I was tall. I wish I was short. I wish I was big. I wish I was small. I wish my beard was big. I wish I had no beard. Whatever you wish, it will happen. All you have to do is just ask for it. This is the type of blessing that some of our people, the mighty one, did not rip from them because they obey. Can you imagine this blessing, man? Because we, the 2/3 of the 1/3 that we're reading here, we refuse the knowledge. We can do those things. I wish I can wield fire. I wish I can breathe water. I wish I can swim faster than the speed of sound underwater. I wish I can visit all the kingdom, all the marine kingdom without nobody hindering me. I wish I can visit all the Nom kingdom. I wish I can visit all the Sylph kingdom. I wish I can visit the Madimites to Madim. I wish I can go to Madim and spend 1,000 years over there, and then when I come back here, it seems like I never left. Je désirais de pouvoir bientôt rentrer dans ma patrie, et tandis que j'allais donner suite à cette idée, un bruit léger se fit entendre, je vis entendre le vieillard suivi du génie. Ils s'approchèrent de moi, m'étendirent la main l'un de l'autre, et je quittai sur le champ mon repos. He said, while he was on his bed thinking and all that, he said, man, I really want to go back in France. I really want to go back at home. Okay. Imagine, brethren, you quote unquote, let's say you encounter this power and that Egypt over there in Africa, Lord forbid, and then you've been spending a great amount of time over there, like 90 days, let's say a year under this. Now, like, yo, now that I got all this power, I want to go back to the United States and show it to my friend and then initiate them in there and then study or just relax and enjoy the world and everything. And while he was thinking like that, he heard the steps coming towards him. And when he turned around, it was the old man and the genie that came in. The old man sit upon the bed. He grab his hand. He put his hand he hold his hand and he look at him. Vous avez bien reposé, mon fils. That was in the morning, I believe. Yes. Vous avez bien. He passed the whole night thinking, man. He passed the whole night thinking. After he finished eating, you go to sleep, man. You just thinking so much that it's already in the morning. So the old man came in. He said, "Vous avez bien reposé, mon fils," me dit le vieillard. Pendant votre sommeil, je suis sorti avec le génie pour visiter mes oiseaux et j'ai fait vous faire connaître mes talents. He said, "Did you have a great sleep, my son? While you were asleep, I and the genie came out to see the birds. Let me go ahead and show you my talent." Okay, all right. Au même instant, il toucha un ressort qui était dans la muraille et elle s'ouvrit. Et 7 oiseaux noirs que je reconnus pour des poules furent apportés dans une cage par 2 esclaves noirs. Ha, this is something right here that's not that. Okay, whatever. He said, "Come and see my talent." And then, in an instant, he touched like a spring, and then the wall opened, and then two black slaves came in, 2 black butlers came in with 7 cages that have birds in them. Okay, all right. Ces animaux ont un instinct merveilleux pour trouver l'or, vous allez en juger. Okay. Il plaça plusieurs pièces d'or sous les coussins dans les crevasses de la muraille, dans les plis de son turban, puis il dit aux esclaves, 3 words, 1, 2, 3, if we can get help with these words. Ils ouvrirent le cage, découvrant la tête de ce oiseau, et les poules sortirent et volèrent sur les champs dans les différents endroits où l'or était caché. Elles prirent les pièces et virent les déposer aux pieds du vieillard. Il prit ces oiseaux les uns après les autres, les caressa, il me dit, vous voyez combien ils sont dociles? Nous avons sorti un instant dans la plaine, j'ai placé dans le sable plusieurs pièces d'or. Nous lancerons nos oiseaux et bientôt ils auront découvert le trésor. Il fit un signe aux esclaves qui lui firent dans la cage et nous partîmes. Okay. He said, "Come, let me show you my talent." And then he pulled up spring and the wall opened. 2 black slaves came in with 2 black butlers came in with the cages with the 7 birds in them. And then he said, look, he took a bag that had gold in it, okay? He hid gold under the couch, the famous couch where Noga was there. You know, she was like, hey, I'm already, I don't have anything on. I'm already on this couch. Let's get it going. So he put something under the couch. He put something under the bed, and under the bed, he put something in his little thing that you say I'm having in the hair. Put a little gold there. He went outside and then hid some gold in the ground in the sand. He hid gold all over the house, and then he give the signal, and then they let the birds out. Okay, and the bird just flew. And then one of them run under the Noga high couch, pick up the gold, and then bring it to the old man and drop it in front of him. And then they were going around and taking gold and bringing it wherever they were hiding it. And then he grabbed the bird one by one, and then he's just like, petted, and he said, you see, my son, you see how docile they are? There ain't no way, nowhere that gold is, they won't get it. So they get outside now, following the bird that went outside. And then the bird go outside, it's just, start scratching and digging the sand and found that piece of gold and give it to him. And then they are moving. Dès que nous fûmes sortis de la pyramide à 500 pas environ la plaine, il fit lâcher les oiseaux et ils firent quelques pas. Bientôt, il sembla que l'instinct leur indiqua où se trouve le trésor. Ils volèrent de côté et se mettant à gratter tous les 7. Ils auront bientôt découvert le sac, ils de mis engrossé. Nous approchâmes et nous vîmes les sacs que le vieillard avait cachés. Je ne pus empêcher de témoigner ma surprise. Mon fils, vous voyez que tout est possible avec les secours de Dieu et de sa puissance protection. Nous prîmes les sacs et nous rentrons dans le pyramide. He said, the moment they get out there, the chicken just flew and then they just keep going and then they find a way. They dig, they dig, they dig. It was around 500 steps from the pyramid. They dig out a giant bag of gold where the old man hide it. They dig it out. He said, you see, my son, nothing is impossible by the power of the Most High God. Everything is possible with his wisdom and his protection. Let me read it in French. He said, mon fils, vous voyez que tout est possible avec les secours de Dieu et sa puissance protection. He said, my son, do you see how everything is possible with the help of God and his powerful protection? Because he not, brethren, this is not about gold and chicken. That's not what that is. This is not about gold and the pullet. This is about showing the power of the Holy One. That's what he said. He told him before. Remember everything that the old man showed unto him. He showed it in the book. He said, I got this from the book that Abraham had. I got this in the book that the Mufti, the Muslim fellow had. I got the, he showed it and he said, this is all work acquired by knowledge. That's why in the first part, he said, with this, you will never feel poverty. This money that you see here, my son, this is not money that is acquired by avarice, greed, killing, blood. This is not a dirty money. This is money that is acquired by my brain with the help of the Holy One. So if you want true wealth, you can have, it's already here. All you have to do, one of the main reasons we never succeed, brethren, is because we're always freaking working. If you're not working, you gotta work because you gotta take care of bills and stuff. If you have time, if you truly remember, we went into this with that fellow, Ricky Freeross Ricky. Ricky Freeross Rick Way, he didn't know how to read. Yet they locked his ass up for life. He literally, not only he learned how to read in a short period of time, he learned how to be a lawyer, and he beat the lawyers that from Harvard and Yale put together. He outsmarted the system. He freed himself because he had time to study. The mighty one, we told you this. Once you study, once you start meditating, automatically an angel will appear unto you, whether you can see it or not. You will build a stronger bond with your guardian angel, and then he will just guide you. It is because you're always busy. You worry about this, you worry about that. You're tired from work. You're thinking about this, then you do not have time. When you're in a place, Ricky was not worried about rent. He was not worried about food or anything, children or anything, or none of this thing. He was worried about his freedom. Therefore, he concentrated, start reading. The man that didn't know how to read, he learned how to read, he do everything. He went to court, he challenged the court, he challenged the system, he beat them, he get out, he sued them, he get the money. Because when he was in there meditating, an angel appeared to him. That's how it's done. If you really take your time and you start reading, you start taking sense of things. There is no place, those people, they would not be able to hold you. That's why they always put something out there to distract our people. Always keep us in a low vibration, a low vibrancy, so to speak, on a low frequency. Always showing you something negative. Always have our people over there. Big lie. Oh, this you gotta talk about. Yeah, you gotta talk about Kevin, Kyrie, all these people over there and stuff. And don't study, because once you start studying, you start meditating, things gonna become clearer and clearer. Things gonna appeal to you, and the mighty one gonna give you more and more knowledge, and then you will stumble upon a knowledge like this. This is things that we got our hands upon. Can you imagine the things that we do not have our hands upon? Can you imagine what they have in the Vatican right now? Can you imagine one of the books that you can have? Those people don't know what to do with it. They don't know how to read it. They can't read it, yet they have it. They hide it from you because they know if you put your hand upon it, you'll be literally God walking on this earth. This is not about money, man. A lot of our people are way too proud. I don't need gold. This is not what that is, man. That's not what that is. It's showing you the one of the best way to show a human the power of the Most High is through things that he can see, through wealth, through other things that is impossible for him to do. You show it the Most High can do these things through you if you ask kindly with your heart uncovered. That's what that is, man. OK? All right? Nous prîmes le sac et nous entrâmes dans le pyramide. OK? All right? So we will, let me see if we can stop right there. All right, then. We'll stop right there. Give the Most High praise and glory. We stop in page 55. What? 50. Oh, crap. We stop in page 57. Page 57, we got probably 11 more pages to go. Give the Mighty One praise and glory. We just learn a little something. Then again, like we said before, this is not, oh man, this is not about, this is not about, this is not about money. Okay, this is not about money. It's about the power of the Holy One. That's what that is. Okay, that has nothing to do with that has nothing to do with the amount. Give me a second. All right. All right. Okay, beloved. All right. This is not about money, man. This is not about like riches and stuff. This is about how the Mighty One can help you and lend you some of his wisdom. This is about you recognize the amount of power that you lost when you literally reject the Holy One knowledge. Okay, this is deeper than that. Possessing a power like this, possessing a wisdom like that, you can literally, beloved brothers and sisters, becoming a god, man. Okay, that's why when you pray, you ask for more knowledge and more wisdom. Look what the Most High give unto you. Look what the Mighty One give unto you. Can you imagine one of us have the ability to do this? One of us. All that, all we have to take is one of us that have the ability that can do this. The amount of gold and stuff, we will have our own place, brethren. And the place that you see how the old men live under the pyramid, and they have people getting in the pyramid every single day, every single time. They never know he is there because the pyramid is pretty much limitless. They don't know, they find a few chambers. There are other places, other people live there. They can see them. They can't. I always say this: if I ever find my hand onto this, I will build an underground crystal city the size of Texas or the size of Alaska. Get my people there, we just chill. We populated this thing, and then we wait until those people died out. We will live forever. We will have the secrets in it. We'll have the secrets. We won't have any war. We won't have anything. We'll just chill over there. We'll have all sort of technology. We'll travel, under the earth and travel and let those people destroy themselves here. Times on time we come to the surface, cloaking. We watch what's going on here, what's going on here, what's going on. You just watch, and then after that you go home. Anytime, brothers, you ask for wisdom and knowledge, more gonna come unto you to a point. We say this again. At one point, you will stumble upon the knowledge. You see, we're getting closer and closer. At one point, you will stumble upon the knowledge, and then that's it. It's just we are not mature enough. Once we become mature, we're not immature. We're just not mature enough. Because a power like this, you leave it in my hand, I will do a lot of stuff, man. I'll do a lot of stuff, man. Yo, I will do a lot. I'm the nigga that'll tell people don't stunt on people. Oh, I will do a lot of stunting on those people, man. I'll rub it on their faces, man. The mighty one could probably come after me for that. But anyway, so there are so much things that those people are hiding from you. It is not because they can do. Oh, I can do this, so therefore I have this. I hide it. No, hell no. They hide it from you because they can't do it, and most importantly, you can do it. All right. So just want the nation know this. Any question, beloved, before we leave you with peace and in peace? Any question? Any question, beloved, related to the book or anything else? If we do not have any more question or any more, and anybody want to add anything, beloved, I will leave you with peace. Please join us maybe tomorrow for prayers, and at night we will study some of that good stuff. Okay. I leave you in peace. I leave you with peace. And I'll say fast, pray, repent, repeat. May the King reign for. Is the number 5 replay available? Yes, it should be there. Let me see if I can put a link for you. Because they are hiding. They are hiding. Let me see. They are hiding some of the video for some of the people. Oops. Part 5. Is that what the sister want? Oops, nope, part 5. Okay, this is the link. This is the link for part 5. We on part 7, if I'm not mistaken. We're on part 7. You can get part 5. Okay, you can go get part 5 here because they are messing up with our stuff. All right, brethren. Just continue praying and ask for more knowledge, incremented knowledge, and more wisdom. You will find what you're looking for. You know. Um, but this is not about wealth. This is I've seen what we have. I had a glimpse of certain things that we possess, and I'm not too worried about wealth or anything. But it's certain abilities that I want, certain things that I want to do. I would want to do them because I realize the mighty one. After this, he will hold nothing against us. You can do whatever you wish, as long as it won't break the law, as long as you won't raise anything above him, and then he won't take any action against you. Selah, so be it. Galatians 6:7. Not the mighty one is not mocked. Whatever men soeth, that's your harvest. Ah, again, somebody say, Big Levi, you were in my dream, teaching so many people, Jews and Gentiles. That's great, but just to remember, it's not me. Whatever that took my form, that's some good stuff. There are some pretty messed up dream people have, and they see me in there, and that's the thing. All of you know my face, and I know a few faces here. But yeah, that's good. That's a good dream. As long as Jews and Gentiles are learning and we are moving towards a better future, I love it. I have no issue with that. I have no issue. But it's the hiding books, brethren. It's putting fear in our heart not to read this, not to read that. Okay, so yeah, that's what it is. Thank you, beloved. All right.